Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Check my headphones. Check my headphones. Let's get it. Let's get it. Road to the Super Bowl. Madden 23. Year 23. Gotta get it pushing with my boy Jameis, man. He got injured last year. He looking to redeem himself coming off the injury. You know, comeback player of the year, might even be an MVP, dark horse candidate. I'm telling you, man. Boy Jameis is about to be doing the damn thing. Stay tuned, man. Got the NBA semifinals on as well. We're going to go ahead and get it on and popping.
As the Panthers are set to match up with the New Orleans Saints.
Who y'all got? Who y'all got? Get it, man. Let's get it popping. What's popping?
It's the first weekend of autumn and
I got
options.
Yeah, I got options.
Off we go on
Light
the
Stockton.
Sports.
Light Stockton.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Hey.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And
Good D. Let's go. Force him inside. Make him think he got a place outside. And then we coming for him. Straight like that.
When the hole's not where you expect it to be.
Straight like that,
in this
man.
case, there wasn't any
That's textbook right
improvisation
there.
that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's D up right here, D.
From
Get
the
it popping.
Kelly.
Come on, you supposed to have that zone, man. Got a way to come up,
So
though.
they'll get 8
Stop
out
that
of that
first.
completion. And they'll be faced with
Be
a
there,
3rd
though.
and
You gotta
inches.
already be there.
Perfect defense in this situation.
You got that zone, you gotta already be there, fam.
Picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense
You
stayed
gotta
in
already
sync.
be there.
Stayed in great communication, and as he
that's
dragged across each zone,
That's
you
factual.
see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey.
Good D.
And the
Yes,
pressure
sir.
gets to
What
McCaffrey
are you
as they
thinking?
stop him short
Thinking
of the
that boy
line to
McCaffrey
gain.
gonna get through,
A
man.
loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Nice play right
We're
there.
not going for that, man. We are not going for that. Y'all know that. We are not going for that
Yeah,
weak
we
ish,
know.
man.
You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a
Tell
game.
him, tell
So
him,
what do you
tell
do?
him to bring his chin down. Tell him to lay his shoulder down, man. Lay that right shoulder, lay that left shoulder down, man. We trying to meet dudes in the hole, man. We trying to get it on and popping.
It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard
Get
punt,
this game
2
turned
the
on
return.
too.
And the
Got my
Saints will take
Celtics
over with a first
in the
down
playoffs.
and
Gotta
10.
catch that too. You know, we're gonna be multitasking. See my boy JB already doing the dang thing. Look like he already doing a little something, making something shake. Who gonna shake something? Who gonna shake something? You already know I'm rocking with the Celtics this
Winston and the
series.
Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24.
They in a commercial break.
Jameis to
Good.
throw it. He's going to take a shot right away.
Come here.
It's going to be too high.
Come on,
Out of
man. You gotta
bounds
catch
and
that.
incomplete.
Gotta
So
go
many
up and
times we
off
see
that
teams
dude,
go on the
man.
road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
It's cool, James. We got you, bruh. I'm in
Here's
Cap
2nd
Hill
and
right
10.
now. I don't even got my full roster. I only got 46 players on my roster out of 53. Missing about 7 guys at least
Maybe a yard up to the 24.
that could be on my
Well,
roster.
that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
So,
Forcing
you know,
completion on 1st down. Then
we
you're
don't
able to
got
shut
too
down the
much
running play on
depth, man,
2nd.
but we gonna make it work.
Now,
We
a
1
little
and
bit of
1
pressure
right now,
going into the
so
quarterback in the expected
in the
passing
last game I
situation.
didn't even play. You already know they be trying to play your boy on these leagues.
And looks like they've got 6 DBs on the field here for a 3rd
Go,
and 9.
Jameis. J. Boo. Jay Boo. They don't even know about that. They don't even know about that boy Jay Boo. Shout out 205. Shout out Birmingham. They really need to get my boy Jarvis. Need to get my boy the receiver I got from Ohio. You're going to make some mistakes, bro. Taysom Hill.
Able to get the third down conversion.
I'm really thinking heavy on moving Taysom Hill to QB, but I wish he could play multiple positions because I would bring him in, you know, just to, you know, switch things up. But Madden don't let you do that when they should, at least for a dude like Taysom Hill, you know, who is really a do-it-all type of dude. But you got to pick a position. It got to be one or the other. Can't be both. That's where they get you. That's where they get you.
First down,
Aren't ya? There we go. Kamara. Take off, Kamara. Dang, Kamara. What the boost, bro?
Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
Take a move and turn on the boosters, bro. You're trying to get out.
A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
We trying to get outie. Right, we gonna go ahead. They said it was gonna be raining this game. Definitely not raining. Clear skies. Don't even look cloudy.
To give, it's Kamara. Nowhere to go that time.
Panthers got a nice little D, don't they?
Up to the 40. Just not a whole lot.
Boy, Grant Williams already got a little,
no, not at all. They did a really nice job.
Like he already been getting into it.
And not allowing any
he got the same scar from last game. You're right. You're only as good as your last game. We need another big one from you.
Deep for Hill.
Taysom.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away.
Celtics already beating the Heat too. That's how I thought the series was going to be going. It was going to go. Tyler Hero. I couldn't even bet on Tyler Hero after he disappointed me.
They punted 3 times in the loss.
Couldn't even rock with the boy Tyler Hero no more.
Taken in at the 22.
I used to mess with the boy. Get to the playoffs, he act like he don't know how to score no more.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Panthers will
Derek
take
White.
over now, 1st and 10.
Okay, Robert Williams? I forgot Robert Williams was playing.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little
That's great D.
intrigue.
That's great D.
I would agree with that totally because
That's great D,
division
man.
games have
Let's
a
go.
little extra
R.
to them.
Winston.
But I
That's
like
my
where this
cousin.
game
That's
is
Jamin
situated
Winston's
because
cousin right
at this
there. R.
stage of the
Winston.
season,
Robert
it has
Winston.
that little extra juice, but at
Y'all
the
ain't
same
know he
time,
had a
it's
cousin
not a make or
that was
break if this
in
were,
the
let's say,
same
week 15,
division as him,
16,
did
somewhere in
y'all?
that neighborhood.
Robert Winston, bro. Look that up, man. Shout out Robert Winston, man.
Out of the gun, it's Kelly. He's going to look deep for more.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Give me that. Yes, sir.
Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby.
I'll take
And
those.
the Saints are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Okay, Albayo.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Secure the block, feet 5-1.
Just get out of the
Dang,
shadow of your own
man.
goal line, right? You're playing to
I'm
make
assuming
sure
you're gonna
the
secure
punter doesn't
that,
see
bruh.
the field again. So it's not picking up a couple
Let me
of
know
first
if I
downs.
can't count
You
on
wanna
y'all
pick
to
up
do
5 or
certain
6
shit,
first
man.
downs and make sure you move the ball into their
Let me
territory.
know. It ain't a thing for me to get somebody in here. Y'all think just because the cat is effed up, I can't cut dudes. We can still cut dudes, man, if
The
we got
last
to.
run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
There we go, Gabe Vincent.
To throw is Winston. Throw left
Nice,
side,
nice
taken in
throw.
by Hill.
Yes, sir.
And he is out of bounds,
Good
able to get
route.
it across the 20-yard line.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. From the shotgun, it's Winston.
There we go. Let's
It's
go.
caught on
Get
the
up
right
field.
side, it's Smith.
Get up field.
Oh, he's got
Yes,
some
sir.
running
Get up
room.
field. Keep going,
And he
boy.
finally
Let's go,
goes out
man.
of bounds across the opposite
We're gonna
40.
shake some. We're gonna shake some,
A
man.
big
Let's get
time
it,
play
man.
there for New Orleans.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. No score after 1 on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
About time he started doing something. I should have known he probably was going to decide to do something today, though. Dudes always do something when you least expect them to. Ah, dang, bruh.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Friday, dang, JB,
The
you supposed to
delay
make
of game
that
backs
pass,
him up
make that
5,
deflection,
1st and
bro. Wasn't
15.
you a safety in high school or something like that, man? Like you was go ahead and hawk that thing.
Play action now. Winston.
Thought you was
Rolling
about to
his
go ahead
right.
and hawk that thing.
That is
Come on, bruh.
Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
How you
They
that
certainly
good
did
and
a
you
nice
can't make a
job
simple pick,
improvising
bro?
there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They go play action. Winston. Flush to his right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That one brought back a few nightmares because when a quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play. A nice job there having discipline and not letting them connect on that pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure.
There it go. There it go. There it go. Let's go, man.
That is caught. Traquan Smith.
Not a way to make
touchdown Saints.
Boy. Going right back to Traquan Smith, bro. That a way to make a play, fam. I thought they going to make Jameis blow the throw at first because he was throwing on the run. I'm like, Jameis can throw on the run. Quit playing my boy, man.
And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in.
Thank you. I'll take those, fam. Yes, sir. What you thought? That play action came to bite me,
inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
He forgot that man's name. He covered like your safety out there, Mario Davis, man. He forgot your name, bruh. He forgot you be ball hawking out that bit. Yeah. I'm the receiver. I'm the captain of the ship. I'm the receiver now. You feel me?
Following the interception, Winston. Looking here for Smith downfield.
Bro, come on, Jameis. Playing my man, bro. He open.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
On second down, Kamara. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down. Stopped at the Panthers' 35. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Come on, get this first right here.
Here's Kamara, try to run for it.
Let's go. Go, Kamara. Go, Kamara.
And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down.
I do know from experience
3 yards. We'll take that.
Running game, you're now doing the dictating
almost
on
in the
defense.
red zone.
And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the
my
time.
boy Jameis
but you still
make
have to
some
be
shake
alert
right
for
here.
the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Yes, sir, Tatum. Dang, that boy already got 10 points. Man, cold.
The last
Cold
run
world,
got
no
3.
blanket.
Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Winston.
Nice. Good route and throw.
Inside the 10.
Oh, boy,
He
get shook,
doesn't
man.
quite make
Come on,
it,
man.
taking
Let's
it
get
with
it,
an
man.
eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me?
Sorry, I
just
had to
need
do you
something
like
right
that,
here.
man.
And the end result there,
Should have got in the
nice
end
first
zone
down.
after a
Drive keeps
shake like
moving.
that. It's cool. We're going to get in there right now.
They come out
Smack.
with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Kamara. And he'll take it.
There we go.
The
Let's get it, man.
Saints touchdown.
We're running that right up the gut.
We're
running it right up the gut. Trying to see what y'all boys really talking about,
and
man.
The Saints now add 6
They
to
say
their
they talking
lead.
about something.
Everybody in the
We
stadium
cannot
knew
tell.
what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
You already know we running it right on the end of ram check, man. Right on that right side of ram check,
the extra
man.
point.
Let's get it, man.
And it's good to make it 14-0.
Next score, Saints 14, Panthers nothing.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taken in at the 3. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
All right, look like he about to run. 2 tight ends, 2 wide receivers, 1 running
This
back.
Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Prime
And
time for
last
some
time,
running.
1 play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of
Good
putting
D,
it.
boy.
And I can't wait to see what they decide to do.
Good
with
tackle,
play calling,
5'2".
because a
Look at that
one-play
5'2"
drive
right
where you
there.
throw an interception.
Got a way to secure
A
that
lot of
edge.
people think the very next time
Huge.
out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go
Put a
play
little
action,
pressure
show
on
your
him.
quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Kelly. He finds his man complete. It's Johnston.
Yep.
And they're going to get this
Man,
beyond
might not
the
be that
40
best
before
choice
he's
for
taken down.
against this
A
dude.
big play,
Look like he
that's
got a
all
lot
on
of
the
pass
catch and
receivers.
run.
And this was a nice
Can't play no
example of
straight
an
up
offensive
man on
coordinator
super
scheming
fast
his guy
receivers
open,
unless
just a
we
little
selling out
underneath
for the
route,
run,
just trying to free up some
which
space.
we might have
And
to
it
do
worked
right
all
here,
good.
man.
Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
We got to make sure we go ahead and bow up before halftime. Can't give them no momentum going into that half.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business.
Damn, bruh.
Now he dumps
Only because it was Christian
He's gonna be out of
McCaffrey,
bounds,
bruh.
but not before he takes
Only
it
because it was
inside the
Christian
40.
McCaffrey, bruh. That was the
And
only
they'll use
reason.
him out of the backfield, and sometimes
I'm
quite
like
a bit. They're just
2
trying to get
steps
him
away
touches
from
any
this
way they
man,
can.
and I can't make the
Catches a
tackle.
week
Like,
ago,
what's going
there's
on,
another
bro? You
one
run
right
right
there.
by him. Come on, Madden. You can't do me userly like that, man. I get it if it's my CPU, but userly, bro, y'all gotta honor that.
This offense
But it's
finding its
assembly,
legs
so you
now.
know how
Here's
that goes.
another 1st and 10. Here's Kelly.
Come on, get off the.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Toward the back
Thank
corner
you,
of the end
thank
zone,
you.
but
They
he
are
could not
trash.
get the feet
We
down
had
as
all
he
day to
wound
throw
up
that
incomplete.
thing.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big
Dudes
shot
acting like they can't
downfield,
get all
loosen
blocked.
things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Kelly.
Yes, sir. Great D, man. That's great D, man. I just had to make him think about it for a quick little second with that crossing route coming underneath. He had the mid route coming up right underneath me. Had to play the crosser real hard. Then you gotta, play in the middle of both of those routes. So you gotta come off that crosser as soon as you see that corner looking like he's aware that crosser's coming. Sometimes they can act like they don't know what's going on. It really just depends. And then it depends on your users and how good is he at anticipating the play.
Kelly to throw.
Yes, sir. We on his neck, man. We on his neck. We are on his neck officially. We are officially on his neck. Here we go, Automado. That's what I was looking for, that drive. I was on you, man. You was getting stuffed up. Need that type of energy every play, coming for the quarterback, screaming at him.
And he has got it.
Dang, boy got a leg, don't it? Smack.
That was never in down. So not exactly the response they were hoping for, but they'll take the 3 to at least get them on the score sheet.
Yeah, now's not the time to panic. All is well. Somewhat calm.
Dang, I wish I would have known that
14-0.
Martin wasn't playing tonight.
Game, take the points when they're there, and put the emphasis on your defense to go out and get you the football back.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points.
There you go. Oh!
This is intercepted. My goodness.
Rick.
Picked up by Troy Pride. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6. Panther touchdown.
Man.
You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead?
He got bumped on the route by this dumbass receiver,
Probably also changes the halftime speed.
He clipped him on his route. He clipped his own receiver, gave him enough time for the DB to catch up and get a pick 6 right before the half. Exactly what I wasn't trying to get. Exactly what I wasn't trying to happen, man. I'm trying to throw a dump pass. And this dumbass receiver gonna touch Kamara on his route, bruh. Instead of running the deeper route when he know Kamara running up to the flats, bruh. That's common sense right there, bruh. That's Madden for you, though, bruh. That's Madden. How my momentum go all the way from that far up to that, man? Come on, man.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and
try to get a quick little score, man. They done make some shook on it right before half.
Without ever even
got to answer.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Winston. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
There we go, JB. I like that.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara, and they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Now bless me with a pick, Madden. Y'all bless him with one. Time to bless me with one.
Out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
I need one right here.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
We're not playing with him.
On first down, it's Kelly. And the Saints pressure.
Thank you. Let's go, man.
For a sack. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Or
well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. A final shot before break. Kelly. He's going to look deep for more.
thank you. We'll take those.
It's intercepted.
We'll take those.
Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
Yes, sir.
So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Who is L. Kelly? We must have drafted him.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Set now to go for the third quarter.
Lead back, man. Let's get back to our game.
To receive the kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Get back to our game, man.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And
Go, man.
In the locker room at halftime.
Where they be running
and he'll be
slow
upended at the
motion
28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling. Held it to an okay game.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Horrible route.
And Xavier Woods with a pick. And they'll take
nobody to throw it to. I ain't gonna lie to you, man.
34-yard line. That is That's just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even
Oh,
farther
for real,
behind.
didn't it?
We've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback?
I think he tried to really just play freeze, and he ended up freezing for real.
Credit that sack to Marcus Davenport.
There we go, Davenport.
Boy,
That's
tough,
what I like to
First
see
play
right
of the
there,
drive, you're hoping
man.
to stay ahead of schedule. You
We're
take
playing
that
with these
huge
boys,
sack,
man.
and now you're facing 2nd and a mile.
And the entire
We're playing
time,
with these
you're
boys.
probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball, safely of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. Bust through the tackle.
Yes, sir.
Good
Keep
pick
that up.
there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Frustrating for a
man.
defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And
Yes,
he's
sir.
taken
Great
down
D, man. He didn't want to throw that
Saints.
pick. He didn't want to try them
Marcus
users. He's smart.
Davenport able to
That's
get
2
in
sacks
there
for
for his
Davenport.
second sack
I think
of
they
the
both came on
afternoon.
that drive, too, man. Let's get it, man. See how I played right underneath. Brought that pressure on both ends. Played right underneath on who he really wanted, which was
Here's Johnny
McCaffrey.
Hacker now.
We get it popping,
As
man.
the
Let's
drive
get
goes
it.
backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well.
No.
And a nice job here. to
Dang,
down
bro.
this
Go
one
catch
right
the
on
ball,
5-yard
Harris. What are you
line.
doing?
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
Oh, yeah.
I think you are.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think that there's
Oh,
any way you
come
can
on.
run back out there and go,
Oh,
totally didn't
come
affect me.
on.
Let's just go
Make
ahead and be
some
loose
shake
with
for
it.
Vera.
Yeah.
Let's go,
You're
man.
going to take care of it, but you have to be
Yes,
careful
sir,
about
man.
being
He a
too
game
cautious
changer right there,
because now you
bruh.
can't run any
That's what I've been
offense
waiting
at
for
all.
right there, man. Make some shake, bruh. Who gonna shake some? Who gonna shake some, man? Make some shake, bruh. You the best player on the team. Rumbling, jumbling. But the
Just
ground,
like that, out of
but the
danger,
ground's
up
shaking a
past the
little,
40
man.
now for 1st and 10.
They got LaMelo Ball.
Out of the gun, Winston.
No lie.
Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that,
No cap.
frankly, I
No
think it was
cap.
the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had
That's
nothing.
a fact.
Just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
OMG.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Winston. And this one incomplete.
Dang, bro.
Too much contact
Here
to
to
hold
catch.
on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
This has certainly
Oh,
been
come
a
on,
physical
we gotta
game
make
so
some
far.
shake on
Limited
this
scoring
drive,
opportunities
man.
for both sides, and there's another chance that
Can't
goes
go
unfulfilled.
outside on this drive. Dang, bruh.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Now Winston.
There we go. No, why are you stopping?
Intercepted a 3rd time.
Why did you stop running?
And a big return will get it all the way down to the
Make this up, man.
So that's
He had him
back-to-back
beat and he
drives with
just
a third
stopped running.
interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a
Not
whole
make
lot of
this
credit.
up, man.
They've got them frustrated
Dang.
right now.
Dang, man. Why did I
Ball
not
up to
throw
the
the
35
freaking
now as
Kamara?
they come
Dang,
up on
bruh.
1st
I
and
blew
10.
it. I just looked back at the play. I blew it. Even though he should have kept running through that ball, I blew it too, though. Kamara was open. Ah! I ain't want to focus too hard on Kamara. End up not focused on him
Here's
at all,
Kelly to
man.
throw.
Thank you. That away, Lattimore. Let's make plays, man.
Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 41. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions.
Play,
and you can
man.
almost see through
Got
his
a way to
face
drive
mask.
that
There's a
ball.
lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably
Come
doubting
here.
himself a little bit,
drive
wondering
that
what
thing.
adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
Kamara.
The Saints
Game
offense
gotta be
on the
won by
field
you,
ready to
fam.
get their drive started. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara.
Hey,
and he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Winston on the check.
Nice. Get upfield. Get upfield. Man, ball
It's a
forward.
gain of 6. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw.
If it's up, then it's up with you.
So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara.
Great run. Great running, boy. In a flag. Let's get it, man. That's some great running, man. Let's get it.
And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure.
Keep the game on the ground, man. We got you next game, Jameis. We got to put the ball in Kamara's hand. We got to let him earn his check. Earn that big contract we signed him to.
So now factoring in the face mask,
got to put the ball in that man's hands.
Coming left is Kamara. And they're going to
Bruh,
right
y'all are
at
missing
just no
easy
comeback
blocks,
lane to be
man.
found whatsoever.
Like, at least attempt to block the dude. Y'all running right by dude.
We always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. To throw, Winston. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted.
I blew it, bro.
And the Panthers are going to
Oh my gosh, I blew it, bro. Hey, the press on the play, bro.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated
I
correctly.
had
7 picks
RB.
between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important
Dang,
part of a
bro,
player
yeah, I had
is
RB.
those 6
Frick,
inches between
dang,
the ears.
bro.
But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And he'll take this one up to about the 13. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Dang, bro, I just blew it that job. Dang. He just smacked that 3. Come on, Southern.
Play action, it's Kelly.
Thank you. I'll take those. Great plays. Great play, Dino. Let's get it.
He will take this one.
It's a defensive game, man. Who defense defense gonna step up, man?
It's kind of quid
Who
pro
defense
quo.
gonna step
Both
up, man?
defenses
Good
now
play
with
by
an
the rook.
interception
A
return for a
Bidito.
touchdown.
Your
A
vocabulary,
Dito.
sir.
A DeB.
Well done.
A DeEbo. A DeBito. A Debo. A Debo. Yes, sir. Let me know if I'm messing. I'm probably butchering that man's name. But yes, sir, we making plays out here. Let's get it. Yeah, I think the Celtics might just win this ship too. Would not be surprised if they won the ship. I just gave you some grams on my Instagram. Let's get it,
And that'll
man.
set them back 5.
Yeah, I could definitely see the Celtics winning, man. I'm hoping they do, man.
Now,
Bring one
slightly
back
more
to
difficult
Boston.
attempt here from the 20.
It's been a little minute. 08.
It's good, and it's 21-10.
I think whoever come out the East might win that thing, really. Well, I don't know about the... Well, nah. I don't know if they'll beat the Warriors. I think Celtics can beat the Warriors, but I don't know about the Heat being the Warriors.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
And plan it out.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A
Dang,
two-score
man,
game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. On 1st and 10, Kelly. Going for the deep ball. And
Thank you. We'll take those.
another
We in the zone,
interception.
fam. We in the zone, fam.
Bradley Roby. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
There we go.
Now
There we
it's
go.
Kamara in the passing game. And all the
Nice.
way down to the 5.
Get it, man.
A big-time play there for New Orleans.
They started this drive with terrific field position,
Yeah.
and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Jameis to throw it. Throw left side.
Nice.
Complete
Let's
to
get it.
Troutman.
Let's get it.
Touchdown, Saints.
Let's go, man.
Adam Troutman, his first touchdown of the new season.
Good route,
And the
Truthman.
Saints look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Saints 28, Panthers 10.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And it'll come out to the
Hero ain't
25
playing
as he
either, is
will
he?
not attempt to return. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the
Thank
fourth
you. Good
quarter.
tackle, boy.
This would be their
We on
3rd
that.
straight defeat.
Great
And
tackle,
not much
David.
to speak of.
We on that.
Call it
Use
a
the
1-yard
tackle. Let's
gain
get
up
it.
to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Kelly, he's going to look deep for more. And that one
good play, boy.
Intercepted. Could have been his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I don't know why they trying this like that.
Down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. And the Saints pressure.
Good D, man. That's some great D right there, man. We on his neck. We really on his neck.
For a loss of 11.
He know how to take a sack.
Brings up 4th down.
I'll admit that. He know how to take a sack.
Here's Johnny Hacker now, standing just about on his own goal line. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Harris now to return.
Come on.
It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
In the AMG, right outside. TT. I'm too turned. You know me.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop. And
great block. Great block.
Stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game.
Definitely looking like the better team.
They want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Dang, Kamara, yeah. Let me stop trying to truck people with you, man.
Now, as he has been tremendous all
I'm
day
gonna look like
long.
you was about to ready to let go and let go.
They're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tackle those mastodons you have up front.
They're going to start saying that instead of Kobe.
Keep pounding them. Kobe. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
On play action, Winston.
Nice route, boy.
Side complete.
Great route. Oh, great moves, boy. Make some shade.
At the 9. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, and this defense has had its share of problems getting guys to the ground. And here's another example. They never should have allowed this play to gain as many yards as it did, but poor tackling early in the play led to big yardage after the fact.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact.
You know this ain't nothing new.
The last play
before should be a TD right here.
Here's Winston.
He knew it. He played it good. He played it good.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Throw it away. He played that route good. Better than most. I think this route worked really well too on the goal line.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset.
Supposedly.
Winston here to throw.
See, that wasn't open either.
That's going to wind up incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds.
Slide in the land, slide in the bin.
4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
If it's up, then it's up with us.
And Lutz puts this one through. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Take the boom, boom.
Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory,
come
not
on.
a chance now.
And
I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one.
Oh.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's incomplete.
He still didn't get his feet
Took
up down.
a shot, couldn't connect.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a...
And now it
He
appears
shook
that
off
the
that
referee's
pressure.
been buzzed,
Off
and
that
we'll get a review.
pressure.
And this being
That
inside 2 minutes of
pressure.
play,
Oh,
everything coming from
man.
up above.
They got to give him some. You know, Madden got to give dudes something towards the end of the game. Or just start letting
So
whatever
the officials
happen.
and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned.
That's great D. Ah, man, what are you doing?
Caught at the 10-yard line.
He didn't look like he got his feet
Out of
down. I ain't
bounds
gonna lie
right around
to
the 10-yard line. A
He trying
big
to make some
connection
shake.
on that one. 30 yards.
you. Trying to make something shake on this last drive. Ain't that a trip?
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. To throw, Kelly.
Thank you. Give me that shit, nigga. Let's go.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Saints are going to take possession here.
Game time,
It's a
man.
touchback.
Why you trying to
and they'll
use it?
take over at
Why
the
he trying to
20-yard
use
line.
it? He thought he knew what he was doing? Come on, I just ran the same route on the goal line, fam. You know I'm going to be on that. Come here. DJ Moore, give me that. Game time, baby. We ain't playing with these dudes. Let them know, Jalen Rose, we ain't playing with these boys.
The Saints
my
offense on the
Celtics
field
right now,
ready to
man.
get their drive started. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 105 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Kamara. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
They're looking to throw this. Winston. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
Still calling
something
timeout.
from deep in the bag of
Let's
tricks
go ahead
here
and get
after
another
1st
PD
and
on this,
2nd
man.
down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Winston.
Dang.
Got to him
I
again.
had that boy Kamara,
The
too.
Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23
Come on,
seconds
throw
to
me
go
your
in the
7th
game.
pick of
Here
the
comes
game,
the Saints
fam.
punter now.
7th or
as
8th
he's
pick
on
of the
here to punt
game.
it away. Taking on the midfield logo. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And
Yes,
control of the
sir.
football switching hands
Them
here with very
Celtics.
little time
To the
remaining in this
ship.
contest.
To this ship.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And a big
Yes, sir.
loss here
Game
as he's
time, baby.
taken down.
Get them out of field goal
And a
range, man. We
timeout
don't even
coming
want them to
in.
get
This will
one
be
more
their
point.
final one with 10 seconds remaining.
Get them up out of that
This
field
defense,
goal
they just
range.
continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been
5
quite an
sacks,
afternoon
6
getting to the
picks.
quarterback.
And we're seeing
We are
it come
on that
from
boy,
a
man.
variety of places
We are
as
on his
well.
neck.
Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys.
Hell no,
rushing the
nigga.
quarterback.
Give me that.
And it'll be caught in the end zone
Okay,
for
Madden.
the
They just
Carolina
gave him one,
touchdown
bruh.
by
They really
DJ
just gave this
Moore.
man a touchdown.
We saw this play
They gonna make
last
me not
year
be
in
able to
college.
jump
He
out of
loved to
nowhere.
take his shots downfield.
All
and
of a sudden,
that
I just
throw,
can't jump.
That was a thing to behold.
All
there.
of a sudden.
And I'm telling you, nothing will
Look
light
at
up a
this.
crowd more than a
Look
play
at this,
like
sitting
that.
on the
Here
route.
in the stadium,
I can't jump.
All eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know
That
everyone was
EA BS
thinking,
right
throw
there,
it, he's
bro.
open. What a connection there for the
That's
touchdown.
Sim League BS.
Gonzalez good on the extra point.
Sitting
And
on
lead
a
will be
route,
cut down
and your
to
players
14.
just don't even jump for the ball, bro. But if you hold the ball if you hold the Y button too long, they gonna just drop the pick. But if you time it right, they not even reacting sometimes.
Out is
Not
the
make
kickoff
this up,
unit as they
man.
run up and
These
send
are the
this one
problems.
away.
These are the issues that have been going on since
Taking it about
Madden,
the one.
what, 18, 19?
Well,
Some of the
drama there at the
same
end, but really
mechanics.
this thing was already
Some of the
decided.
same
late
player
points get
movement.
scored, and then it ends on the
I'm
kickoff.
telling you,
And I'm right
man.
there with you, partner. At the end
They gotta
of the
come
game,
with it on
they
this
knew
next
what they had
gen,
to
bruh.
do. Just make sure you don't
There's
cough
just too
up the
many
football at the
holes, you
end.
know. I
take
just
care
gave
of
that
it,
man a work.
and victory was theirs, and that's
But, you
exactly
know,
what they did.
You're not supposed to give up that touchdown
So
at the
for
end
the
of the game and
Saints,
give him
they
no
get
type
back
of
in the win
confidence like he
column as
was
they
good
move
or
to
something.
2-1 now on the year.
That's what
And
we
they will
did.
get home for one next
But
week
we can blame
against the
that
Las
towards
Vegas
EA, man.
Raiders.
We good, team.
Meanwhile,
We
for
good,
the
squad.
Panthers, the
That
early
ain't on
struggles
y'all, man.
continue
Yeah,
as they'll
yeah.
sink
You
to
hot.
0-3.
Yeah, get off
And
my
they'll be
field.
at home next week.
Panthers field
for
is
a
my
date
field,
with the
Kelly.
Seattle
We
Seahawks.
getting 7 picks throwing that. Let's see. Let's check the stats. My team winning. 7 picks for Lonnie Kelly. I had 4 with the boy Jameis, but we made up for it at the right moments. You feel me? Of course, my boy Alvin Kamara was doing his thing. And then they lucked up and gave DJ Moore a catch at the end of the game. Just to make it interesting. For whatever reason, man. For whatever reason. Damn, Kelly, Robert Williams got 12 points, 5 rebounds, 2 blocks already. Okay. Dang, Duncan Robinson. They begging for Duncan Robinson to come in the game at this point. Just give it up, man. Spoelstra is not messing with the boy Duncan, man. He's not messing with the boy Duncan, man. At the Insta. Engino. Yeah. The road. See if we got another one lined up, man. I'm supposed to have one with these Cowboys versus the Mile High. First that boy Russell, first name Russell, last name Wilson. First name Russell, last name Wilson. Invite sent. Send me a party invite, please, bro. What? These dudes be weird, bro. Why I need a party invite, bro? Just to join your weak ass league, bro.
Franchise with.
And we got another one lined up too. Let's get it, man. Wish it was a way you could just pause the stream. You feel me? They don't let you pause it. Do a little intermission. You feel me? Intermission for what? That's what we used to call it back in the day.
Continue ahead to begin your franchise. Use the options on the left to edit league settings or change your role to a player or owner.
Yeah. Me don't want to hurt nobody, yeah. I'll be back. League game coming up. I'll be back. Let's run it. You already know. We doing it. It's your boy Jay Will. Let's get it. Yes, sir.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Denver Broncos.
Let's get it, baby. Yes, sir. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? It's game time, baby. You ain't playing with these boys, man.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Dang, Celtic scored 2 points in the second half so far. Look like the Heat are not playing with them boys. Dang. Heat came out hot. Bam playing the defense of his life.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Get 4 yards here on the first down run.
22-2. Start to the third quarter.
Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's a run for Williams.
Come on, bruh.
And
they got dudes acting like they dumb out here, man. All you gotta do is make the tackle, man. He's right in front of the dude.
Surprise anyone who's ever seen Javonte Williams.
It ain't that hard, man. He's right in front of you.
Physical runner. He ran for 1,000 yards at North Carolina last year. In fact,
can't piss down your leg, man.
And 19 touchdowns in addition. And that's despite sharing the backfield with another 1,000-yard rusher, Michael Carter, who was taken in the 4th round by the Jets. Najee Harris and Travis Etienne were taking over him, but many thought that Javonte Williams might be the best back in the draft.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll get it
Make his
out 40 to the 39.
Make them feel that.
Back-to-back big runs.
Make them feel all of that.
On the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
A good gain on first. Has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They'll run out of the gun here.
Dang, man.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
A couple of first downs, has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, here's Williams. Wiggles free.
On any explosive run, you can
No,
almost
that's
feel
too
the
much.
ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line
Get
in
it,
pregame.
Celtic.
Get
You're
used to
right.
the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On second down,
Bro,
it's
on,
Williams, and he'll get it down here to the 43. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Here's Williams.
Good tackle, boy.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Get another stop, B.
And now Murray's going to set up to throw.
Thank you. I'll take those, fam. I'll take those, fam. Don't mind if I do.
And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they proved their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10
right,
at their 38.
Don't play around with these boys.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott.
Great block.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
They had to play me and
7
make my
yards
boy
on the
Tyron
pickup
Smith
there, and
retire,
it'll
but
leave
it's
him with
cool.
a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott.
There we go. There we go. Let's get it. Drag that foot.
He's going to go
so
out of
tapping.
bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
A first down carry by Elliott.
Great block.
And he'll keep
Good
it
run.
moving
That's how
down
you
the
finish runs
15-yard
right there,
line.
Z.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Prescott.
Thank you.
End zone,
Damn,
but it's
Prescott.
incomplete.
All you got to do is
Those
put it
throws
on
get a
him,
lot
man.
tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3
All you
points
got
in
to
your
do is
hip
put it
pocket.
on him. No
You force a
homo,
throw
man.
here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Third and short yardage. Prescott. Flush to his right. And this is going to
dang, bro.
they'll say out of bounds.
You got to stay in bounds,
so
man.
So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say,
but they called it.
That's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
And Lambeau will put this one through. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side.
Bro,
because when you throw
bro.
a pick, look, I know defensive backs,
like that, man.
they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take
Ran
one
over
away.
them, then kept
But they
going.
also
Come
have
on,
a
man. We
tendency to
can't be
gamble a
having
little
that.
bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Yes, sir.
Out of the gun, here's Murray rolling to his left. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at
Murray.
the
I forgot
40.
he got Kyler Murray.
The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to
they're gonna
take your
keep
medicine, as
Kyler
they
Murray
say,
at
right?
some
Just
point.
pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
On first down.
Go, come on, stop that.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
But that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Second and 7. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams.
Stop that.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Get it, Celtics. Get right on these boys, man. Get off the field right here, man. Get off the field right here, D.
Throwing now is Murray.
Oh my gosh, I can't play the whole field.
Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 34.
Get a stop right here, D. Let's get a stop right here, D. Let's get a stop right here, D. Go up, D.
DeMarcus Lawrence
Get some pride about ourselves, man.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And be
frank about it, man.
Most offenses don't expect
y'all gonna lag around with them
like that. So when they
let them come back.
They go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Ooh, yes sir, good block, boy.
2nd and 5.
Come on, our boy Thias. Man, try to slam on your ass.
To throw, it's Murray.
Thank you. What?
Zach Ertz has it complete.
Bro, come on, bro.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. That's supposed to be a pick, bro. Williams. And the third. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Blame it on EA, bro. Made Vander Esch act like he couldn't. He didn't know, like he lost his footing as soon as I got on him.
But don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going
right to my dude.
If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it.
And then he gonna act like he don't know where he at on the field out of nowhere. Let's go, man. Goal line stand, though, bro. Let's get it. Get this goal line stand. On it popping.
And now it's 3rd down.
Damn, that boy Jimmy Butler got a cool 27. Cool 27 by Jimmy Buckets. Guess they don't call him Jimmy Buckets for nothing, right?
2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
Got a cool 28 on them boys. Boy, Jimmy Butler do be racking up points out of nowhere, bro. You don't even be realizing it.
This is 3rd and goal now.
Let's get a stop right here, D. Let's get a stop right here, D.
They'll try to run.
Good tackle, boy. Let's go, man.
He's down to about the 2-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Get it, man. What are you doing, Tatum? You lagging up the court, man.
They're not going to kick it. A chip shot, but they're going for it down 3 on 4th down. They're going for it. Hits Murray. Being chased out left.
Oh, my gosh, bro.
Touchdown.
I was right there, man. My phone rang. No cap. It was right there in my phone ring.
And the Broncos have taken the lead.
I'll be back.
Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have. You absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
McManus's point after is good, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Keelan Cole now to return. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
I know for us it's fun, and it's not so much fun for the rookie receivers when we see them coming into the league and we're going to training camps. You see them working on getting 2 feet down instead of 1. But the best ones train in college trying to get 2 down instead of 1, so the transition's a little bit less. In this case, though, wasn't able to complete it anyway.
On second down, Prescott again. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Prescott off play action. That is caught. It's Williams. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 37. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. From the 35 on 2nd down, Prescott. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And the Broncos are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
After the turnover, here's Murray. He's going to look deep down the field. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Earlier in the quarter when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to what you could do to them, and that may open some things up for you offensively.
And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. To throw is Murray, sliding out of the pocket. And this one is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. The long-distance shot before break comes up empty. But now Charles flipped the script. Time for likely one more play as field position becomes an issue.
Yeah, when you talk about field position, remember, if this kick is missed, the ball comes back to where? The spot that they snapped it from. So field position becomes a factor. I think in this spot, you might also want to think about throwing the Hail Mary. You know, put the ball up in the air. Maybe you can get 6 out of it instead of 3.
Yeah, see what happens. And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. This is Tony Pollard. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Here they come, 2nd and 10 now from the 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. They run the option here on 1st and 10. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a 2nd down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Room here to run. And he's taken down, but not before he gets to the Broncos' 36-yard line. 64 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Over the middle, complete. It's Schultz. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And now they're in since he's brought down at the 9. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Schultz. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
The quick slant caught. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Lambeau is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvage 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
On the return, it's Washington. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Williams. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Taken from just outside the 30. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for him there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
They'll run on 1st down. Elliott. And he gets it down to the 32. 76 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Prescott from the gun. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
And Lambeau will put this one through. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Micah Parsons, the rookie, in on the stop.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Clinton Dunbar with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Josh Lambeau now for the point after. And that makes it a 9-point game.
Makes the score Cowboys 16, Broncos 7.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Murray trying again after the pick 6. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. And he will be taken down, but it is a huge play there to flip field position. And they'll be on the other side of the field as we have reached the 2-minute warning. First down, Murray. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about it if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. To throw is Murray. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Now Pollard. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see him take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Prescott here to throw. Able to hit his target Lamb. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Second and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Again, it's Elliott. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. On 3rd down, Elliott. Room to run past midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. 106 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. On 1st down, it's Elliott. And he's got some space here. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And this coaching staff, CD, I think you'd agree, pleased with this overall effort.
Oh, I think they're more than pleased, right? They've got to look at each other like, wow, we just pulled this one off in a big way. Great job of motivating. Even better job of game planning. They were facing a top 10 defense, so they had to make sure that everything was buttoned down, and they had it ready to go, and their guys executed.
Yeah, they were concerned not only about moving the ball through the air, but also on the ground, but both really started to come in sync. So for Dallas, they level their mark at 4-4 on the year. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Atlanta Falcons next week. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia.
Choose the team you want to start your franchise with. Continue ahead to begin your franchise. Use the options on the left to edit league settings or change your role to a player or owner.
at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Buffalo Bills. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They give the Chubb out of the gun. Oh, and now some space to operate. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
On first down, Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. Have that what he did after the catch.
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
On play action, Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. First and 10 right at the 20. On play action, Allen. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll run with Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Nick Chubb, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Watson. And right away he lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. They run for the first time with Javonte Williams. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Just a pickup of a yard there. That won't help too much. They're left with a 3rd and forever now. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
From his goal line here, Watson. Open man is Trey Burton. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. Escapes the defender. And he's got room. And he will be taken down, but not before he gets this to the Browns' 6-yard line. 84 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a 1st and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now because is he rewarding himself for a great run?
Touchdown! Dawson Knox, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Watson's throw taken in by Cooper here. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Flushed out right. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Bills, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
This one swung out to Williams. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 21-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious? And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Brian Burns showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Check curls, check curls, check curls. Max 22, Max 22. 3 buns.
Now it's Watson. And that is incomplete.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw is Watson. That's caught left side by Judy. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 93 yards rushing for him, as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. Here's second and a yard. Here's Chubb on the read option. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Nick Chubb with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills continue to pull away here in this first half. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on fourth down. That's what got them this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up, and it carries over to the other side of the ball.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Von Miller, he was the one getting in there, able to wreak his usual havoc. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Another try after the first down sack. Watson, he's going to loft one deep over the middle. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish, because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let it go again. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. And Charles, yeah, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
So after the INT, it's Allen. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Watch 15. Watch 15. Mark 15. Watch the run. Watch the run. Mike 15. Mike 59. It's our time. It's our time. Check 59.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Faking the give. Now Watson. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off at the 21. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. So they took their shot. It was a pretty good heave, but in the end, the free safety is the one who comes away with the football.
And 2 of the traits that you look for in a good free safety, range and decision-making. Both on display right there. And it didn't hurt that he's got a good pair of hands, too.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Second and 6. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 135 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
First down, Bills.
Chubb will get the call running left. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. The left side caught by Diggs. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Well, that was something to behold there. You might expect runs like that from a kick returner or wide receiver, but that's your quarterback hitting top speed.
And normally when you see guys move it this fast, it might be a fly pattern from a receiver or a toss sweep from a tailback or something like that. This was designed as a passing play, and then he got out of the pocket, and he just took off, and he just kept gaining momentum with every step.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
On 2nd and a couple, Watson. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Now a 1st down throw, Watson.
Over the middle, complete to Judy.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. 1st and 10 right at the 20.
Watch screen, watch screen. Watch twist, watch twist. 24.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. Breaks a tackle and able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Watson now to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Deshaun Watson in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Browns are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Point after here coming up. And they get a bit of a respite here from what's been an otherwise dreadful first half of football.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Play action. Now it's Allen. Flush to his right. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Handoff comes to Chubb. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. This fielded right at the goal line. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely, but you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Off the option, here's Williams. And he'll work this forward for about 3 and second down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Coming up on 2nd and 7. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Now the Bills will take another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just one time. Timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back.
We're set. Good 18. Mike 10, Mike 10. Now watch run, watch run.
Now Watson. No gain at all on the play there. That brings up 4th.
It's 4th down.
The Browns send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. So that'll back them up 5. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now again, the play clock's going to run out on him.
Thank you.